What's up, everybody? It's your boy Maniac. Welcome and thank you for watching Maniac Nation. Y'all, today we're going to talk about the Nurture Right 360. I do not get paid for this video. I just want to do this due to popular demand. People asking me, I want to raise my own animals. I want to raise my own chicks. And y'all, you can buy those crazy expensive big stand-up incubators. They work good, don't get me wrong. But we have four of these. We love them. So I'm going to give you the breakdown of how we use them and what they are. So when you get your Nurture Right 360, it's going to come just like this in a box. You're going to take, got to make sure it's got a top on it, y'all. And it's got your computer and your membrane right here. We'll explain that in a minute. It's going to have your egg turner, y'all, which looks like that right there. Now, it's going to come, as long as you got a pocket knife or a screwdriver, you just pop it out like so. Your plate. Now, this is a plate that the eggs sit on. First and foremost, I want to explain this. If you've never heard of spade leg is when your chicks are born, they're really wet. And until they dry out, they're extremely wet. While they're drying out, they're actually getting the strength in their legs. And this surface will make them really slick. And their legs won't develop to where they can stand up upright, and it's called spade leg. You don't want that. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to your local Walmart, your local Home Depot, your local Lowe's, and I want you to buy shelf liner, y'all. This is the same shelf liner that you see in grandma's cabinet, your mama's cabinet, where your forks and spoons and utensils. You can even go into guys' garages where they keep their tools really nice and clean and not scuffed up. They use this same stuff, y'all. You buy it. What you do is you bring it home, you buy the smallest roll. You put it on this egg tray right here. You cut it out exactly the size of this. I would say a smidge smaller than the actual tray itself, but you want to cut it out to where it matches exactly. After that, you want to take and you want to fold this in two just like that. You want to draw a black marker circle or square. I don't care what you do. 1 inch by 1 inch is what I would say it is. I've measured it. It looks like 1 inch by 1 inch, but you want to fold it just like so. You want to cut the black ring out or the square, whatever you prefer to do. And then, and only then, do you take this. You place it back into the Nurture Right 360. You take your new cutout 9-slip surface tray liners, shelf liners, stuff like that. Then you take your egg turner here, put it with a deep side down. It'll have a flat spot. Now all you got to do is stick it in, turn it. It locks into place like so. Now, we're going to pretend that I'm plugging mine straight in front of me. You want to line your power supply. Line your power supply up to wherever you're going to plug it in. That way, when you get ready to put the lid on, it goes on right every time, y'all. And you want to place this lid down just like so. Now, we're pretending mine's in the front. I don't need power, y'all, because I'm breaking this down for y'all so simple. This is how it's going to be. Let's pretend that the power source is plugged into the wall. Here is what plugs into the back. It clearly says power supply. So you plug it into your power supply. You take the cord that's actually hooked to the base plate of your Nurture Right 360, which is actually your egg turner. You plug it in as well. Now, this unit's going to beat really loud. You can do it either or. Do the egg turner, then the power supply. It's going to beat really loud. Okay, let's say it's beeped and you haven't messed with it yet, but you're still going to have to do this. Now, what you want to do first, make sure it cuts on. That's the first thing. Secondly, you want to touch the plus and the minus together simultaneously, and you want to make sure that the egg turner turns smoothly. Just keep holding it. Make sure that it just turns. If it doesn't turn, take the top off like so. Take the egg turner out just like so. Take your tray liner out. Fold it again. Remove one more thin line. Then put it back just like so. Put your egg turner back in. Look for the flat spot. It'll snap into place. Put your lid back on. Now, because you have your power supply to the back, this is going to go perfectly. Now, you can also line it to the side. I've heard that it lines up better to the side. I find that it doesn't matter. I do power supply to the back, And whenever I place this in spot, just like there, you've seen it. Fast and simple, not a problem. Now, press and hold your plus and minus again. Your egg turner should be flowing smoothly now. Now you're good. All right. You want to get like a ketchup squirt bottle, saline bottles, all kind of stuff works really good for this. But your Nurture Right 360 will come with two compartments right here. One compartment is covered up with a red tab that says B. I don't know where mine is, so I can't show you that, but just pretend the one on the right is covered up. So you're going to fill compartment A to the top. You're going to squirt water in it, let off the bottle. If the water doesn't come to the top, squirt more water in it. When it comes to the top, stop. Okay. Now, you want to leave, my advice to you is to leave this unit running for 24 hours minimum, 48 if you got it. Let it run for 48 hours and make sure that it can hold humidity and temperature. Now, that's what my advice to you is. Now, before you do that, before you do the 24 to 48, you want to press and hold the menu key. It's going to beep really loud. The first thing that's going to come up is temperature. Now, you're going to have half a dozen in one hand and 6 in the other. You're going to have 10 people, 20 people tell you different temperatures. Sorry about the traffic. But you're going to have people tell you temperature. Now, ours is 99.5. We believe that 99.5 is the direct temperature that we need. It has worked perfectly. You may want to try 100. You may want to try 100.1 or 101, I mean. But we stick around 99.5 and we have excellent hatch rates. Once you select with the plus or minus your temperature range, now you want to hit menu key again. It's going to ask you how many days, okay? If you're doing quail, it's 18. If you're doing ducks, it's somewhere around 30 to 31, 32, something like that. My wife's better at this. But if you're doing chicks, and we're strictly talking about chickens right now, chickens take 21 days. Chicks take 21 days to hatch. So you're going to put 21. Once it's blinking 21, you hit menu button again, it'll beep again. It's going to let you know it's ready. Now, your vial A is slap full of water, so therefore, you don't have to do anything else. Now, there are some people that want to candle their eggs. This comes with the last button on the end is an egg shape. You press that button and hold it, this light will come on. There's a light, a very bright light right here. Now, you really need to blacken out your entire house for this light to work perfectly. So, just like I don't get paid for the Nurture Right 360, I'm not fixing to get paid for what I'm fixing to tell you now. I don't know their names, so that makes this even better because, I don't get paid for it. So, therefore, if you'll type in flashlights for candling eggs, I would recommend that you use that flashlight. It's blue, it has a silver top, and it tightens up like a bullet at the top. Now, you don't really need a completely blackened room because you can cup your hand, stick the flashlight to it, cut it on. If that egg glows a bright color, that egg has no embryo in it. You need to discard that egg. You can eat it. You can do whatever you want. I probably would put it in the compost pile or feed it to a pig or something like that. I plan on getting pigs. But if it has a crack in it, discard that egg, put it in your compost, bust it, cover it up with dirt because you don't want that smell. But if it's dark, you've probably got an embryo in there. You've probably got a baby chick. So my advice would be to candle your eggs no earlier than 5 days, no later than 7. You want to take and microwave a towel, put a towel in a dryer, use a heat plate, take the lid off, take all the eggs out really fast, put the lid back on it, candle your eggs as fast as you can. Cracks, discard. Glowing bright orange, discard. If it's dark, keep it. Put it back in the incubator, put the lid back on it, and you've already got 99.5 in 21 days. So you don't want to candle no earlier than 5, no later than 7. And as long as you do it fast enough, you still haven't messed with the process. So we tend to get eggs hatching on day 20 because we have a great flock. But you may wait to day 21 and you'll start to see pipping then. But before that, on day 18, they call that lockdown. This machine will go into lockdown. So on day 18, you want to take the lid off as fast as possible. Remove the egg tray. Put the lid back on as fast as possible. Remove what should be here now, which is a red tab which says column B. You remove B and you fill up column B. You want to keep A full for the first 18 days. You want to take the red tab off on the 18th day and keep column A and B full all the time until day 21. Now, we have a great flock, so we have chicks in 20 days. You may have Pippin in 21. You may have Pippin on 22. Look, I'm not telling you to take your eggs out on day 21. I would advise you not to do that, as a matter of fact. Sorry about the traffic beside me, but on day 21, you should start having chicks. I would not stop incubating until day 23 at least. So on day 21, wait for your chicks to hatch. Once they come out, they're going to be very wet. You don't want to remove those chicks. Those chicks are good. They say for 3 days because they eat the yolk inside their egg when they're coming out. So they're good for about 3 days. But what we do is we wait for at least 7 to 8 eggs to hatch, chicks, and we wait for them to get completely dry. Once those chicks are completely dry, however many that may be, it could be 16, you never know. But once they're completely dry, we take the top off immediately, get the chicks out that are dry, put the lid back on, keep it as fast as you can, because you want this utopia that you've created to remain the right temperature, the right humidity, and the only way to do that is to do it as fast as possible. Now, on day 22, you're going to have more chicks. On day 22, though, you can wait till day 23. It's not going to matter. But we tend to wait till the chick is completely dry. We remove those eggs. No problems. We don't have nothing to worry about. Now, on day 23, once all your eggs have hatched, all your chicks are in there. Not all your eggs have hatched, but once all the eggs that are going to hatch by lunchtime have hatched, take the top off, remove all the other eggs, put them in your compost pile, feed them to your pigs, put them in, throw them wherever you want to throw them. I don't care what you do with them. But by then, you're probably done with your hatching and everything's good. You want to take and clean with vinegar and water. I wouldn't say use chemicals. Some people use chemicals, but you want to clean the top really well. You want to make sure, if you have an air hose, you might want to blow it out with a very light air, hold it away from it and spray it, because it's going to be full of a lot of feathers, baby feathers. And then you want to clean your entire unit and wait for the next time that you're going to incubate eggs. I hope that everything has pretty explained right now. I hope you enjoyed this video. And we're fixing to go to church for our Halloween carnival, or whatever they may call it. So I want to thank y'all for watching Maniac Nation. I am your boy Maniac. Thank y'all so much for watching. And until next time, y'all, we out.